Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the 49ers will put total leather and we'll get started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Handoff from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
Hit the afterburners, kids. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
The give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Set to kick this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Keene. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DBs.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it. And you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Gets it inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's not. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing the big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Keene. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 30. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Line getting set on second down. They'll go to the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Keene. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, 49ers. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. A fair catch, called for and made. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They get him down after he makes the catch.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll leave it with him. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football.
He unleashes a long one. And here's the third interception of the night. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The offense set for a first down play. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried to set up that screen. The problem was, David, they left a big hole in it for the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense. Like, that's a fool you play. That's a trick you play. It gets you to run up field, rush the passer, slip it behind you. The defense did not bite. Great play. Great job stopping them on third down.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Slings it downfield. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He lets one fly deep. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback checking the play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. The offense lining up for a first down play. Snap in the shotgun. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Coming after him. He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen
going downfield for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Keene. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to get to it. Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Unloads it left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. Play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
And now on second down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. With this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Takes it from the gun on third down. He rifles one deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Niners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the offense. The give out of the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UNLV 20, Charlotte 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go right back to him. Finds a crease at the 20. And he breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
That big, explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The give to the left side. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
That's another Charlotte.
Wide out in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Charlotte. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the two-point try. He wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Past the 50. The 40. Past the 30. 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
And that's a play, when people look back on this game, that could be the one that ends up deciding it, because getting the block on the extra point and taking it back for the safety puts them now up 3 points here late in the fourth quarter. That was a huge momentum-shifting play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Offense ready to return to the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
42.
Gets it out fast. Got enough space. Touchdown, UNLV. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Number 34.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
UNLV 29.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
18. Set to kick it away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The 49ers will hustle to the line.
Another Charlotte.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Using the quick game. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
That's another Charlotte.
And the 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
This time on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll just keep slinging it. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball there. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
To pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception. Now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
With the catch, it's Gibbs. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He wants it all. Touchdown 49ers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Set. Hut. Tuna.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as a 2-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Now improvising. And it's his 4th interception of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
He's going out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Thompson. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.